the music.
Fucking weird music. Unless we know somebody make it.
Luis, the floor is yours, my friend.
Yay. Hello, guys. Very good evening, morning, afternoon, whenever you're listening to this. Another episode of Comix Podcast where we talk about nerd news, entertainment, and then we always get caught segueing into whatever the hell else we want to talk about. For this episode, we do have Mobstash. We have SD.
What's up?
And we have Amber, or as she's known on the streets, Mighty Mose.
I was like,
the street.
I told you never to say my name, fucker.
Why say my government name for it? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, welcome to another episode. Thank you guys again for tuning in. This is just a very quick statement that I want to say before we get into the topics that we have on the episode, which I'll throw to Ash to read them off to us. But before that, I just want to say again, it is not lost on us that you guys are supporting the show, messaging us, commenting. It does help our algorithm, and it also gives us the positives that hey, we're doing something that people give a shit about. So we just keep putting more effort into that. So anything you guys hear, comment on a video, we will read it on the next episode. And yeah, so without further ado,
I was really hoping that it's an acoustic cinematic. I was really hoping it would be more upbeat. I was really hoping it would be more upbeat. I apologize for that.
I was hoping it was going to be good. Yeah.
You still
my boss. I apologize.
But Ash, if you can read the topics that we have for today.
What do you mean if I can read? God damn.
challenge accepted.
Can you read, homie?
Dave,
let's do the teaser version.
Yeah. Dave Filoni, a Gemini. I'm just kidding. Dave Filoni promoted to chief creative officer.
Why does Dave Filoni get music?
The Kevin Feige of Star Wars.
Guess he get music.
Karate Kid movie in the works, starring Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan. Star Wars Legacy, Nicholas Hoult as Luther, or casting. That's what you said. And
the highlights.
Casondo. What role will he play? G.G.R. Martin has written a 1,100 page for what new book? Eddie Murphy's new project. Eddie Murphy.
Who's Murphy? Eddie.
It's Eddie.
A man's Eddie.
It's Eddie.
Got a front.
No wonder you said if I can read.
Motherfucker, I said teaser. You're reading the whole docket. You're just gonna end the show once you're done reading. Why are people gonna stay if you're just like, this is coming out 2023, this is coming out 2024?
Century Thunderbolts casting, Tom Hardy for Venom, and Ted Cock. No, Ted Cock. Ted Peacock.
He did not say cock, fucker.
He just keeps reading.
Oh my god.
Well, we might as well just get right into it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Now you know the topics for the week.
Yes, Dave Filoni did get promoted, and he got promoted to being Chief Creative Officer, which is essentially Kevin Feige's role, but within the Star Wars universe. He's been kind of operating. He has really been running the Star Wars ship side of things. Esteban, what are your? Do you care either way of like, oh, this guy got promoted, or does that excite you? What are your thoughts?
You know what? I am excited only because it shows what he can do. I mean, obviously, Ahsoka was his baby. Wrote pretty much the entire script for Ahsoka, and I thought Ahsoka was great. I thought it was. I mean, aside from Sabine being mid as the actress, or as Mosby says, ass.
straight up and down.
Yeah. I'm pretty stoked about it. I'm happy about it. So we'll see what we'll get now from Star Wars, from the Star Wars universe. I mean, we're supposed to get I think we're supposed to get another season of Mandalorian, or we're getting a movie that's going to close out the whole Mando universe. So yeah.
Correct.
So yeah, I'm excited.
Mose, what you thinking?
I mean, when I first heard the announcement, I was kind of like, "Ooh, well, he's been doing pretty good. We've been enjoying his projects, and we all know everyone's pretty pissed and sick of Kathleen Kennedy's ass. So I'm just like, whatever fresh storytelling we can get or changed perspective we can get, I'm here for it. And with the Mandalorian universe being the success that it is, I feel like he's got some clout, and so." For once, I'm optimistic.
Oh,
Tell everyone.
what?
Tell your friends.
Mosby's excited. Or optimistic, I should say. Sorry.
Optimistic, yeah. Excited. That's a stretch, but what are your thoughts on it, Ash? Do you care either way?
Yeah, because everything I've liked has been kind of from him. I've always I like Kevin Feige. I feel like he's great at connecting the dots.
Sure.
He's very aware, like, oh, where does it fit in the Star Wars universe? He's very good about like staying basically connecting the dots. So it's cool. Right. I like that. That role is kind of all or nothing too, because once they don't like one thing you're doing, you're booted.
It's true.
There's Daddy Filoni.
All right. I have a very superficial thing to say about this man.
Yes.
Has anyone ever seen the TV show? What's the show with they're all on a ranch?
Yellowstone?
The ranch?
Yellowstone. Thank you, sir. So I gave you no hint. I gave you all but one hint, and you nailed it. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
Watching Yellowstone, and I see what these like cowboys, how like tough they are, and the shit that they have to do and stuff. And seeing this douchebag in a cowboy hat really bothers me. Does anyone get? And again, I don't know this guy personally, but I'm just like, fatality. You cannot pick up like a 50-pound bag of rice over your head. Like, why are you dressing like a cowboy, wearing nerd clothes? Like, I feel
what, dude? You're fucked up. You're fucked up. You're becoming one of those fucking toxic Star Wars fans.
Get that shit out of here.
You're like, you fucking nerd. You can't. What are you wearing a cowboy hat for? You're a nerd.
I mean, again, I said it was very superficial. I feel kind of shitty that I feel this way, but like if the cattles come out, are you gonna call this man? This is the man you call him.
Oh no, fuck no, he's. I'll give you that much. Like, no, of course not. I'm not gonna fucking call in to wrangle them. No, absolutely not. I will call him to write a story for me. Hell yeah, sure. I'll do that shit.
Yeah, that always kind of bugged me about him because it looks like he's just like,
dude,
I'm cool. Like,
his passed away dad gave him that hat.
His passed away dad?
He wears different hats. It's not the same one.
I'm absolutely kidding. I just wanted you to feel like
I know you were. Because I'm just like, no, fuck that. You're not going to make me feel bad. Because look at it. He fucking changes it up. That's the because I don't give a fuck. That's another. I don't. Hey, anyway.
We all hide balding.
Pretty sweaty.
We all hide balding a different way.
Yeah.
I will say, because the majority, I will say that the majority of the photos with Filoni is him obviously in the cowboy hat. It leads me to believe that he may be an alien. So the hat is what covers
little antennas.
The antennas.
What's going
first
on?
off. or do you guys remember Men in Black where the little alien was inside the head and like controlling? Or that.
Yeah.
Or that.
He's a strange man, but
He is. But we
writes
love him.
good stories.
He's a good enough writer that I can say, okay, let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
Let's see where
As long as Disney sticks to what they were saying as far as filming TV shows, making pilots, making sure that they get passed, and not just like produce. Like
Sure.
they're slowing that down, so that's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ash, what do we have next on the docket to speak on?
Karate Kid movie in the works starring Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan. I don't know.
What are your thoughts, man?
Did you guys know they're the same age?
Yes.
Yeah,
But
I think Ash messaged us that. Yeah.
They're the same age. That's crazy.
But you can tell which one of the guys, like which one of them put in like the fucking work. You know what I mean? Like he's never stopped working.
Dude, after fucking Cousin Vinny, I can't remember him in anything.
He did a lot of like TV shows, I think. But I think that was it.
I mean, is he gonna be fighting like he fights in Cobra Kai in this movie? Because no.
And again,
no, I think
one of the main reasons why I didn't watch Cobra Kai. I just didn't.
They're 60 plus year old men. And one of them has not stopped fighting since he was like born. And then one of them is Ralph Macchio. So I'm just like
the other one is Ralph Macchio.
What's happening?
Fatality.
It's weird that they need another movie and they're looking for another Karate Kid because what you're saying is all those kids in that movie in your fucking 4-season show, none of them are Karate Kid.
None whatsoever.
None, because that show was about Cobra Kai.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wasn't about me, Jojo.
So this new one is supposed to be like I guess a direct continuation from Cobra Kai, but in movie format, and which is interesting though because the one that Jaden Smith was in was supposed to be a reboot.
Yeah,
but then that was never acknowledged in Cobra Kai. It was like, okay, that didn't really happen. Let's move it along this way. But they're still bringing in Jackie Chan. It's like they liked that element of the movie, but they're changing the rest of it.
Jackie Chan's shit, that's why.
Are you going to shit on it if he's Ralph Macchio's Mr. Miyagi? Because I don't think I'm going to like that.
He can't.
That can't be Mr. Miyagi. No way. He's dead. No.
Not to mention, Jackie Chan is a kung fu master. Karate Kid is karate. Those are two different fighting styles, and the reboot was what switched it over from karate to kung fu. So why are they even?
Lou Diamond Phillips played a Mexican person.
Lou Diamond Phillips, and unfortunately, and this is the problem that I have with obviously fucking Hollywood.
He could be mestizo. It's a mix.
Well, yeah, but see, that's the thing. It's like with Hollywood, how they always like cast, we need to go ahead and get a Hispanic looking person, to go ahead and play. It's just like, the shade of their skin's just brown enough for them to go ahead and play a Hispanic. Like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, let's be honest. Like, what the fuck?
He was on Renegade though, so. Lou Diamond Phillips, he gets a pass.
There's actors that it's like they play Native American or they play Mexican or
Oh, it's like that one Maori guy who also plays like Middle Eastern bad guys and plays Brazilian bad guys and like West Africa. And I'm just like,
is that Training Day guy?
Play them. Say that again.
Is that Training Day guy?
Yes.
He's sitting across. Yeah, right. Yeah,
that guy
he does.
Like what group? It took me years before I knew he was Maori. I was like, what? You're not any of the ethnic groups you consistently play.
Here comes a new challenger.
Boom. We got a message from Bolly. Says, "Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I want to be excited for this movie, but scared they're going to ruin the classic."
Yeah, that's a valid concern. But I didn't mind the way that they treated Cobra Kai. I thought they treated that one with respect. So I kind of feel that it's already kind of gone in that
it's kind of crazy too.
The same tone, I think.
That being that he's older, all the cutaways are like clearly the stunt double. And then it just pops up with him like that.
Stop.
Where, like in the show, in the movies, he was so young, like he could do it, and then now it's all.
He does fight in the show. It's just very, very slow. But it's real hits. It's really him. He's really in it. He's doing it. It's just kind of
The part where they're at the mechanics beating up all the mechanics. No, that is not him.
when they beat up the teenagers is always the best part. When the
No, that's what's
Oh, dude, that's the best.
that's in his contract.
Get them 2 times. You know they suck. Get those guys.
Oh Christ.
Johnny could still move though. Like he still looks like he kicks ass.
Yeah, actually, he does.
He fights pretty well. Fuck that. Cobra Kai is good. You tripping. Mm-mm.
I did Cobra Kai. Yeah, I really liked it.
Vouch for it. Cobra Kai was great. But this movie will not be. Man yourself, sir.
No, this movie, if it's made with the same tones, I would say we would all accept it. It would be.
I think it'll be cute. It can be cute. It can be cute.
Yeah,
It's with the dash of CW, but that's
Yeah.
the way the kids will get into it. If they don't have drama and breakups,
I'm telling you, the way Mosby says that Superman Legacy is going to be mid, this Karate Kid movie is going to be mid.
Mid as hell.
No. Boo these people. Boo them.
Mid. I stand by that. You'll see.
if anything, it's gonna fucking blow up a kid.
You'll rue the day.
And it is, yeah, because they do have a casting call right now for the next one.
The next Karate Kid, yeah.
In that role, so it'll be a nobody actor that'll blow up
Hopefully.
or ruin his career.
Or ruin his career.
Either
Before
way.
it even gets started.
Well, yeah, it's a career he never had in the first place, though.
That's true.
Never
At
had
this
you
moment,
far,
he
you
knew.
know? Like, that's
He
it.
fucked up.
He done did fucked up, yo. What is next on our docket, sir?
Superman Legacy, Nicholas Hoult as Luthor, and Skylar, again, if I butcher your name, I'm sorry, Cassandro casted as Jimmy Olsen. July 2025.
So it comes out July 2025. They're still getting the casting out of the way.
That's Hank McCoy, right?
Yes.
Yes, that was Hank McCoy.
What is our sentiment, Mosby, on Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor?
Well, I'm confused because wasn't Beast just in? Oh shoot, that's a spoiler. I shouldn't say that. But that Marvel, I'm like, wasn't he?
People
Well,
want
I
it.
think,
Yeah,
I
no,
think.
it's
Well,
out
okay.
there.
Yeah, it's already out there. I think the spoilers are
Like,
pretty much there.
wasn't that fucking Beast right there? So is he doing?
But it-
Is he doing
But that was the voice of Kelsey Grammer, though.
no, that's what I'm saying. Is he done as Beast? Is that what we're saying? Like he's done
Yeah.
as
So
Potentially, I mean, because that
So-
was an alternate universe.
yeah. So what they're saying in that post credit scene, for those of you that are watching or listening, the post credit scene of the Marvels, Photon gets sacrifices herself and is flung into an alternate universe.
Oh, she's using Photon and not Spectre. Okay. I haven't seen it yet.
Well,
For it to come on Disney Plus.
yeah, I mean, we're probably gonna have to wait till it's on Disney Plus. So she got flung into an alternate dimension or an alternate universe. She wakes up with her mom right next to her. She thinks it's her mom. It's not her mom. She's actually in the Fox X-Men universe, but the Fox X-Men universe that first took place where we saw Kelsey Grammer as the Bryan Singer universe. Yes, thank you, Mose. The Bryan Singer universe. I will say though, based off of that, Beast is completely CGI and it is fucking spot on to the X-Men animated series.
I'm so excited.
Like I saw, and don't get me wrong, like, you know, I was really rooting for the Marvels. Obviously it was one of like the lowest, you know, MCU scored movies and didn't make a lot of money, but seeing that scene on TikTok, seeing that being shown on TikTok and in its high definition, that shit's pretty fucking dope, you know, just to see
right
him.
here, yeah.
Yeah. So it was Kelsey Grammer, not Nicholas Hoult.
Correct.
So
It was Kelsey Grammer.
There's been no like definitive announcement that X-Men, that Nicholas Holt's not coming back as Beast. Because that's that's my thing with the oversaturation and the jumping back and forth
Sure.
between the universes. that shit gets annoying, and I'm just
Yeah,
pick a side.
it really does.
It's
I
like,
have a feeling. Yeah, no, for sure. I have a feeling though it's all going to be settled in Deadpool 3. That's what I'm thinking. It's going to be settled in Deadpool 3. We may see Nicholas Holt's Beast die in Deadpool 3.
I can see that. I can see them doing that. I can see them using that to make the flip. We're going to this universe from now
Yeah.
on. I can see that.
You know, because the Logan or the Wolverine that we're getting is the Wolverine from that X-Men universe, but obviously prior to fucking Logan and all that other shit, you know? So yeah, there's that. Anywho, Nicholas Holt, back to you, Luis.
As far as he asked me what I was thinking, I wasn't sure which type of Lex they were going for, but once I knew he was eyeballing Corn Sweat and going for that look for these characters, I'm not surprised that they went with someone as like commercially attractive as Nicholas Holt to play Lex.
Yeah.
So it's definitely going to be a prettier universe, pretty men universe for this Superman. So I don't know. I'm ambivalent for this mid-ass movie. Ash,
what do you think?
I don't know, man. It's gonna be good. Basically, what Mose said. I mean, I just hope they're not gonna CW it up and it's just pretty people with powers.
Already kind of looking like it. So
Yeah, it does.
But other than that, I mean, I liked even Christopher Reeve and Gene Hackman, like older Lex that lived a life and like I have everything but your power.
Right.
Is so much better than hi, we're the same age for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's why they made Lex Luthor Jr. or Lex whatever Facebook social network guy.
Yeah.
Eisenberg.
God, I wanted to
Jesse
like
Eisenberg,
that so bad and I couldn't.
But I don't know. In the end, he ended up looking like Zaz and not fucking Luthor. But whatever.
He really did. He looked crazy.
Yeah. And he didn't. Again, he didn't have the time to be jealous of Superman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. If I lived a life where there's the only one thing I didn't have, and I'm used to having anything I want, I could see that being like motivation. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even wrong script, but Kevin Spacey did really good.
Well,
okay, not glorifying him off camera.
No. I understand what you're saying, but I what they were what Bryan Singer was trying to do in Superman Returns was it was supposed to be a direct continuation from the Christopher Reeves films.
Right.
You know, that's what he was trying to do, which is why we got Kevin Spacey as Lex in Superman Returns, which is why he had the same mannerisms as Gene Hackman did in the first 4 Superman.
I didn't know that. I thought
it was supposed to be a complete continuation because they didn't directly explain why, but they just said that like he took off, like Superman just left, you know. So I don't remember Superman 4, so I don't remember if that was like after that he took off. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I stopped.
Superman abandoned his kid, dude. He went out for milk and never came back.
But that's the thing is that I don't even think I don't think he knew that was his kid because he finds out in Superman Returns.
Yeah, he didn't know.
He did.
That's what I'm saying. It's funny. Like wow.
He did just dip one night with Lois and then dip for 5 years.
Speaking of that, and I'm sorry to go on a tangent on that. Have you guys been watching Invincible?
I'm letting it build up.
You're letting it build up? Okay.
So wait, is the second season out?
Yeah. I think
3
episodes are out. So I saw the first 3 episodes, and there's a small part in there, and it's kind of ties into the whole Superman Returns thing. There's a point where Invincible and his girlfriend, you know, they hook up because they're in college now, you know, so they end up hooking up, you know. So she straight out asks him, she's like, "You don't got like super sperm or some shit? It's like gonna blow out my back or anything like that." He goes, "Yeah." He's like, "I don't know.
I'm gonna find out."
So that speaking of what you were saying, like he just like had the one night with Lois and then dipped. I'm just like, that's very much like fucking Invincible. Like if I see fucking what's her name pregnant at the end of the season, I'm just like, ooh shit.
Oh no. Oh, that'll be all bad.
Who's his girlfriend? The redheaded
No,
environment chick?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
not yet.
Oh yeah, the one he keeps leaving in the room.
Yeah.
I'm guessing by
Yeah.
season 1. Okay, yeah.
The black one.
Come on.
He's like, come on, I wasn't trying to go there.
That's Mustang, the black lady.
Surprise,
No, I'm letting
motherfucker.
Invincible build up. But I always thought, and you want to know what's funny? Smallville actually, for any Smallville fans out there, Smallville actually touched on this subject of Superman's extra powered ejaculate, since that's what you brought up this evening. And there's a whole thing where Lana is finally, she got like zapped, and now Lana is as strong as Superman is. And so she can finally, he's like, I can finally give it to you like I always wanted to. And she's like, and now I can finally take it. I was just like, oh, what's going on in that bedroom?
Wow.
Yeah.
Straight up like,
I feel like it's like Terminator 2 when they start going through walls.
Well, there was a scene. There was a scene like I'm visualizing Terminator 2.
I know.
There's a
Good
scene
for you.
in. I think it was Jessica Jones or it was Luke Cage when Jessica
Yep.
Jones and Luke Cage hook up.
that
Oh, that was Luke Cage. That was
When-
Cage, yeah.
was Luke
It was
Cage.
the Cage show. So
Yeah.
when she realizes that she can be rough with the person, but then he's rough back to her, like, and you just see they're just like fucking shit up in the house, and it's like, yeah, they just needed to get that out. I get that.
Yeah, it
That
was
was Tuesday for me.
That's my rule.
fucking asshole.
Superpowered people should only be with other superpowered people. I
Oh.
will die on that hill. I will die on that.
Whoa.
Superpowered people should only be with other superpowered people. That's
It-
nuts. Jessica Jones is out there crushing pelvises by accident all the time. Period. You know she is. A good ride.
She's probably just like dead fish. Like,
Just
she's too
like-
scared to give it.
Dead
She's like-
Oh no, she's just like, oh,
but then when Luke Cage was there, she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring that shit home."
Here comes a new challenger.
That's what played right before they hooked up.
man, she definitely broke some bones before she realized what she was doing.
Oh,
Mm.
No, she knew what's up. She knew what's up. She knew she was an alcoholic. She knew what's up. So it was one of those things where if some dude wanted to go ahead and hook up with her at a bar, she's like, "Well, fuck it, if at your own risk, bitch."
Because she was slamming some people up against walls, and she really was reckless. She was being reckless in them streets. More
Really
power
was.
to you, Jessica Jones. More
being
power to you. She was living wild. Oh, I guess she got that super immune system. So she said, okay, let's roll them dice.
she's just like, "We're about to get into some shit."
You never once see anybody reaching for condoms. Not once.
Nope. Of course.
A lot of shifting, but no condom grabbing. So
Nope. Not at all.
and she definitely had at least 3 dudes an episode. I swear it was like per episode. She was begging somebody else. Like, what's the man?
Good for
There's a
her.
lot of bid
Good
actors.
for her.
A lot of bid actors. I guess we're doing what we're doing.
She's making a lot of dreams come true, y'all.
She did. She did. Good for her. Good for her.
What's next on the docket, Ash?
George R.R. Martin has written 1,100 pages for Winds of Winter Game of Thrones sequel. Sorry, it cut off. It cut off there. I was on Game of Thrones sequel. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't read the books. They're really thick reads.
Like my
Oh.
sorry.
You're a casual fan of Game of Thrones, just as I am. Do you care that he's still writing this?
Is this me?
Ash,
Oh,
yes.
sorry.
You, Ash.
Sorry,
Not the other one on this podcast.
Oh.
No, I mean it's cool. I mean, we're not even done with the prequel. So
That shit not coming back.
Well, keep in mind. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna let you finish your answer. Is we
you,
did
Kanye.
we as if I work for HBO. HBO didn't want to wait for him to finish the last book, so they decided they're going to write their own script, and then they filmed the last season, and then it was dog shit.
Mhm.
So that the prequel, he is an executive producer, so he does have a hand in it, but he's still writing the actual ending to Game of Thrones, which people have been waiting for. Who is waiting for it? I would argue Andres is probably waiting for it.
Damn.
He's a super fan, like, but it's just not really my thing. Like I've heard that fucking House of Dragon is amazing, but I feel for me personally that ship sailed. Like I was in Game of Thrones while it was hot, and I was like, dude, this is shit. I'm so about it. But then once they did us the way that they did, it kind of just like,
Yeah.
I'm good. It's not that I'm like, they hurt me, they wounded me. It's nothing like that.
Sure.
It's just like there's so much more shit that I can watch. And so I consider myself a casual fan for Game of Thrones, and
Mhm.
I assume you, Ash, or have a similar sentiment, but I wanted to just hear what you thought.
Yeah. When that's your world, you know what I mean? Like that's what I like about the Dave Filoni thing. That's what I like about the Kevin Feige thing. On a different note, like when you encompass yourself or envelop yourself in the world, and you know where you want to go, and this connects this connects this, and this is what we're doing. When studios go, fuck it, we'll just do it ourselves, and it flops, like fuck you. You know what I mean? Like you can't do it. You just can't.
Oof.
Even it has to be I'm sure he knows where he's at least was gonna go. Maybe he didn't have the ending yet, but he knows where he wants to go. And I feel like that's why it went back to him, like, and that's why he has now executive stuff, because like, hey dude, yeah, like they had to fucking learn their lesson of, yeah, dude, we can't do that shit. But I mean, he's not a spring chicken, so he's got to start writing that shit kind of now.
Yeah.
No offense to him, of course.
Chicken. How old is he?
It's a great question.
That sounds like a joke. How old is he?
What is his name again? G.R. Martin.
George R.R. Martin.
G.R. Martins. Oh, Amber. Oh,
But I mean, again, interested. Same world. It's weird that we were waiting for
75 years
dragons,
old.
and now we saw a dragon, like
fine.
by third episode, and then now it's like dragon for the prequels.
So much dragons.
So
Yeah.
much dragons.
See, if House of the Dragon came out like when season 5 first started, I think everybody would have been hooked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of coming out, a few years after the fact.
You wouldn't feel like it's Walking Dead, Fear of the Walking Dead, like,
Oh no,
like
no,
fuck, man, you're killing it.
I don't think so.
No,
Mm.
I feel like it would be like just
A little bit.
keep the specialness with one thing.
It's funny you say that. I was thinking about that earlier today when I was looking at them, because they greenlit another show. So in the interview with George R.R. Martin talking about how he's 1,100 pages deep on the first draft. So
Sure.
once he's done with that, he's like, I still have to do a couple hundred pages. Then I'm going to do the redraft, and then it goes to editor. Like, it's a big process still. Anyway, but he was talking about another show that got greenlit, which is a book series that I might be wrong on this. That's 75 years before the events of Game of Thrones that he already finished. And so that got greenlit. So that's going to start soon. And so that also takes time from him. And then season 2 of
He's got that good internet that he's gonna been bragging about.
He said we got that fiber optics.
I heard the fucking. I chose not to do the robot when I heard the. Burp, 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 and I was like, I want to do it, but I'm gonna piss him off. I'm just,
Froze immediately as soon as
He's
I
got
went.
that good internet.
He was in the corner like, ah.
For those of you that
Oh,
are
that's so
listening to
funny.
this, on the group chat, Esteban got new Fios internet, and so he was telling all of us, he's like, no more robot SD,
No
I'm
more
getting
robot
new
SD.
internet.
Got that best
And
fiber optic. Got the look.
No,
getting
I hit the
fiber
wrong
optics.
button. I hit the wrong button.
He
I
said,
hit
"Don't
the wrong
blame my
button.
shit.
Don't blame my shit. I hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right.
I hit the wrong button.
We
Not
thought
once.
your
Not
shit
once.
was busting up. Anyway, but
Oh.
Ash, what you were saying as far as keeping it special is like when it's like whatever the fuck this prequel show is called. But it's just like all these different spin-offs to this one thing that did really well. And so studio was just like, let's do more of that. And it's like,
Yeah.
like
Okay,
you're
now.
you're ruining it a little bit.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
because it's just like Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, like, and it's just you're
Like-
creating this big universe, and the concept I guess sounds cool, but
There's
man.
so many things out there. There's shows that you guys have recommended that I haven't even fucking touched, just because like there's so much out there, and you're just gonna give more of the same. To where what if this one is way better than your original, and now everybody went here and you fucked over the original? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just keep it, or at least do like Disney does, like Mandalorian's done. Now there's a Marvel thing. The Marvel's done. Now there's a Star Wars thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like they keep it in rotation so you don't get fucking sick of it.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, the show that got greenlit, Dunk and Egg, 75 years before the events of
You say Dunk and Egg?
Dunk,
Dunk.
DUNK, and Egg, EGG,
Egg. Wow.
and it's like
So,
about
like-
100 years before the events of.
They just got like the
But
fucking
you can tell.
House of Dragons was 100 years before.
no.
It's not like
House of
all of a sudden they're
Dragons
gonna
is
have
like
cell phones. Like you can't tell. It's like, oh, okay.
And then there's another show, the spin-off called Snow, which is Kit Harington's coming back for that.
That's
And
just
so-
Oh shit.
no way they're
Again,
still,
it's
Oh
like
my
it's like
God.
4 or 5 different
no
shows of.
way they're still doing that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
After all,
That's so fucking
look,
crazy.
I didn't watch Game of Thrones. I didn't read Game of Thrones. I saw them thick ass books as well, extra meaty. I was just like, and then when I found out he hadn't finished them, I'll tell you, this was part of my answer for Luis's questions that he sent us. Actually, this Game of Thrones stuff, because when I first saw the Game of Thrones trailer and I saw Sean Bean say winter is coming, I was like, I gotta go get those books. I gotta get ready for this. And then I just didn't. And so I never did.
Yeah.
But I did watch House of the Dragons or whatever. And even though
Yeah.
I didn't know shit all about who not tangerines, what are they?
Targaryen.
The Tarragons or whatever their names are.
Targaryen?
I like tangerines.
I was like, I didn't
Yeah,
know
tangerines.
about them except that they sleep with each other. That's all I knew when I was going.
Yeah, pretty
into it.
much. Keep the
But that
bloodline
shit
pure.
was kind of good. That girl was showing her feet for favors, and this shit was wild. I thought it was pretty damn good of a show for a prequel. Mind you, I don't know what the material is that it was working with though. So for me, as a person that started at the prequel, I can see why they keep thinking that these other shows might be successful, because people are jumping in at different places because of how successful these shows are in the beginning. I think House of the Dragons is kind of going to end up dead because of the strike, and now we've moved on. There's been so much time passing in between these shows, and we've got, like Ash said, 4 new things coming out to watch. And it's just like something's getting dropped because that last season of Stranger Things is coming, and so folks are going to be like, bye to a bunch of other shit to get
Yeah.
focused on that for sure.
Another instance too is you had to tell me Blue Beetle came out. You had to tell me right now Invincible's out. Like fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I didn't even, you know what I mean? And they weren't promoting because of the strike. So now
Right.
everything's just go. And it's like fuck, there's no like, hey, it's coming out the 18th. Like we don't have that anymore. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, by the way, it's here. I'm like, fuck, I wanted to see it.
Esteban, what are your sentiments on it, man?
I mean,
Are
I
you
read the
burnt out
first
of
one.
it too, or are you still ready for? more Game of Thrones?
As far as the book goes, honestly, I could really care less about the book. To be quite honest, I read the first one. I
did?
will say, yeah, I did read the first one,
Yeah.
the first book. Okay, the first one. So it was the book again. The book obviously was better than the fucking the first season. But when I found out more and more that the first season is the whole first book and part of the second book, I'm just like, oh, well, what the fuck, like there's no way that I'm gonna go ahead and catch up on something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's that.
Yeah. All right.
What did the pretty comedian guy say? That's this Netflix backlash bullshit. Like, does anybody know?
He said something to Zendaya. Yeah.
Who's the pretty comedian guy?
Matt Rife, if I'm saying
Yeah.
it right.
Oh, that
I
white
know I've seen him
boy.
because in clips.
That white boy. Yeah, I know who you mean. His
Wait,
whole
Matt
Oh,
Rife
race.
is
Oh,
as
you
a
went
thing?
all race today, Most. But
no,
yeah,
his whole shtick is that he's white and pretty and hangs out with black people. That's his whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm cute,
Oh,
I'm
no.
white, and I got a lot of black
Oh.
friends. That's his whole thing. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
That's
I've
what he's got.
seen like on like if you follow the improv or something, you'll see
Mhm.
like a bunch of those comedians. I've seen him before, but it just came up as like a I guess we have to call
Well,
it
now I'm
X,
curious.
an X thing.
Oh, but see, that happened forever ago, though. I see what you guys are talking about. There was a clip. So Matt Rife got his start, one of his big comedic starts in Wild 'N Out, the MTV
Mhm.
show, and
Okay.
on Wild 'N Out, Zendaya was a special guest on it.
Mhm.
And so while he was doing like a bit, he like touched her face. And she was like, "The fuck you touching my face for it?" But this was also many years ago. Not that that's
Mhm.
okay or whatever.
Mhm.
He's doing comedic timing. I think he might have been singing like a rap song at the time, so he was like trying to like be in character or whatever. I know he's under fire for a couple things, but
I thought it was his whatever his Netflix special was. I didn't know it was his.
yeah,
Oh.
there was something about his Netflix special. One joke in particular that he sees a waitress with a black eye, and he makes a joke of, "Oh, if she's a waitress, had she been in the kitchen, like had she known how to cook, she wouldn't have gotten that."
Oh shit!
Like that's the tide, and it's a very hacky
Yeah.
joke. It's a joke that's been
Yeah,
done
yeah.
before, but he makes his little twist to it. But people took offense to that, and what the big like talk about it is you got famous from your female fans, and then your Netflix special comes out, and you're bashing your female fan base.
Okay,
But
I see that.
or at least that's the claim. But me and my wife saw the whole special, and it didn't have that energy the whole special. It was like if you take a joke out of a special and you just watch that one thing with the lens of this guy's going to be a piece of shit, and then you see it and be like, he is a piece of shit, I fucking knew it, like, and then get the torches and the pitchforks. Like when he makes that joke, he even like takes a pause and be like, are you all still cool? And he like pretends to dip his foot in water.
Mhm.
He's like, just testing the water, see if you guys are cool or not. Are we ready to have some fun? And then he like he knows it's a controversial thing he's saying. Like, but that's part of being a stand-up. You have to
Of
be
course.
deceptive. You go with the bait and twist, right? It's like you think the joke's gonna go this way, and then you trick it at the end, or oh my god, I can't believe he said that. Like say the most obscene thing, in the end result is to try, emphasis on the word try, to make you laugh. And that's the beauty about stand-ups. It's the same with music. If you don't like that musician, guess what? There are thousands, hundreds of thousands of other musicians you can listen to. Same with comedy. If this comedy special wasn't for you, then turn it off. Like throw on a different one. But I always take not offense, but I always get irritated when people try to like, he said this in his special. Like,
Sure.
the guy's trying to make you laugh, and if you didn't make you laugh, then go on to another one. Like for being a
Dave
kid,
Chappelle said he would fuck Macaulay Culkin. Come on.
I don't remember that joke, but that's
when did he say that?
It was a special, one of his special. Remember when he came out with like 4 back-to-back, like wood, sticks in wood or wooden sticks?
Yeah,
like he came out with like 4 back-to-back, and one of them had he would fuck Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, I mean I don't remember that, but
sure.
But it's just like, but it's that whole thing for me of just like, the guy's just trying to be funny. I mean, is he one of the greats? No, but for a guy that's been doing comedy 10 years, as young as he is, he's a pretty goddamn good. It's a very impressive joke writer for being as young as he is. But anyway, that's my 2 cents.
I know that was out of nowhere, but I thought it would spark conversation, especially because I didn't know what the fucking joke was. But yeah,
that was the joking question. It was he tied it to that, and then the rest of his special just I mean it was fine.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Supermodel comic. Like you totally obviously got that his followers were all chicks.
Well, I've listened to him on some podcasts, and he says that like There's a really good if you're interested in getting to know this kid. There's a really good interview podcast. It was like maybe an hour and a half on Two Bears One Cave. So it's him and Tom Segura.
Yeah.
And he tells Tom Segura that it's like at the start of every show, it's like it's a bunch of women, and it's always the dudes like just sitting there like this, like that don't want to be there because they're there with their chicks. But by mid to late show, the girls are all like mortified, and the guys are like leaning in, like, and it's like he understands what his fan base is, and he wins them over. And then Tom Segura makes a joke about it. He's like, "We have very different fan bases, like." For him, it's always the guys that are all excited and the women are just sitting there because like Segura is like a very dirty, raunchy comic, you know?
Absolutely, man. I still want to go see Andrew Dice Clay in Vegas. That's just a dream of mine.
Oh, hard pass.
He's not really my thing, but I respect
I had a Joey Diaz show once.
Oh, Joey Diaz is great.
And I had to sit there in the front row while he's like telling this joke, this nigger Jimmy joke. And I'm sitting there like, and then there's this one Caucasian lady who kept going.
Like she's just checking if you're fine.
The whole time he's telling the joke, and she's like, oh, it's something good. And I was just like, I'm the only black person in this room. I'm not starting the riot in here against it. It'll just be me. So y'all can paint me as the person that went crazy.
She was probably a Karen, like, can we start a fight? Can we
let's team up and get him. And I'm like, you're on your own, friend. Have you ever tried to challenge a comedian? Fuck out of here. And he does not care about saying the N-word in this room.
I'm good. Yeah.
I just won't give him $1 ever again in life. Like, that's it. That's all it is. And I think
shout out to you, Boley. Saying I watched this special as well. It's jokes. If comedy's not for you, it's just not for you. And yes, could not agree with you more, sir. Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Consensus. Yeah.
Very
but no, I know what
there's some that are really clean. There's some that are fucking extremely dirty. It's whatever. But there's different. It's like genres of music. It's just whatever you like, man.
There's one thing that I think I always go back to, and kind of like what you were saying, Mose, as far as this dude kept saying the N-word, and he's like, he's clearly doing it for shock factor, right? It's like, how about you write a good joke as opposed to let me get you to applaud so that you agree with me, or applaud because you can't believe I said the crazy thing. Like, that's lazy. I always think of it as if the comedian wrote with the intention to offend, that's where I have issue, and that's where I'll be like, I'll have the same sentiment as you, Mose. I'm like, I'm not giving this man $1. I'm not giving him a stream. I'm not giving him any and that's my own thing. And I just keep that to myself because you feel like you're punching down, you're being hurtful. But if it's someone that's just genuinely making a joke, like if somebody wrote it down thinking maybe this will make someone laugh, no, dude, fucking swing for it. Try. Like you try to walk up to the line and whatever. But question in the back.
No, like Anthony Jeselnik, I wanted to not like him. And then he has that like, are you offended? Like he has that face, like that's what. But it's funny. Like the joke is funny. He's not like Alabama fucks their sisters. Like he's not. It's not that dumb. It's just like it's always him and about how awful he is. And
yes,
it's only making fun of
fictional
himself,
characters
how awful he is. Yeah.
It's like this fictional girlfriend, and then he did this horrible thing to his fictional girlfriend. And so it's like, you can't get offended because he's not saying this person from Louisiana, just like you said. It's like, it's very much in my own universe, and it's this persona that he created that he's just going to be very crazy, say this crazy shit. But yeah, that's great.
Anthony Jeselnik. Damn, I haven't heard that name in so long. He was always on like Comedy Central, right?
Yeah, he's got a couple episodes. He's got a couple stand-ups on Netflix. Fire in the Maternity Ward. It's a really good special. Check it out.
Interesting name.
Yeah. Anthony Jeselnik, one of the greats. We kind of segued a little bit, but that was fun. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah.
Real quick too. You know what I love? I know this is another fucking segue. I love that like Bill Burr is friends with like Brian Regan, who doesn't cuss, and then he cusses, and that's friends with Andrew Dice. It's like a fucking like a clique, and
Mhm.
it's so fucking cool to see like everybody. It's not like, well, I don't do your comedy, so I don't talk to you. Like everybody's drinking and having fucking fun. I love that fucking aspect of that.
Funny is funny.
That lifestyle.
Man, I've never heard a bad Bill Burr story. Mm-mm.
I
Never heard-
love Bill Burr, man.
Never
That's
heard
why
of
that
that.
is my favorite comic.
I've never heard a negative thing about Bill Burr. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You get what you get.
Come on, prove me wrong.
Yeah. Don't prove me wrong, please.
I know, right? Don't break my heart.
What's next on the docket, sir?
We have Eddie Murphy is back for Billy the Cop for Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Billy the Cop.
Billy the Cop. Don't, hey, that's copywritten. That's me right there.
You gotta
It
say
debuts on Netflix. Oh, that's cool. It's not going to be a full-on movie. Part 3 was hard, but okay, I get it.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about? It's not going to be a full-on movie. It's going to Netflix.
full Netflix movie.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought so. It's a straight to Netflix movie.
Yes.
I think so.
Okay, I'm not bashing it. I'm just saying, why? How come it's not going to go to theater if there's not interest? Or
I'm bashing it. Get it out of here. Be for real.
I'm down.
Damn.
I mean,
See, even
my
he doesn't want to
man
be
looks
there.
good.
I mean, sure. I'm
I
not.
understand there was
That's
20
cool.
years of not being Eddie Murphy for that Disney money, for that
Yeah.
for the franchise money. I get it,
Oh,
but
Dr. Dolittle
damn,
stuff.
man,
That Dr. Doolittle stuff.
Raw and Delirious are so fucking good.
Norbit though? Remember Norbit?
Yeah.
Ugh. Nobody remembers Norbit.
How about this one? You guys remember Pluto Nash?
Pluto Nash and Bowfinger?
I was gonna say
Bowfinger, yeah.
Bowfinger.
I haven't forgotten.
Never seen Bowfinger.
I'm not saying those things weren't funny. Like Hercules, those were funny. It just wasn't.
The
It
first
just
one.
wasn't.
The first one was funny.
First one, yes. I
Yeah,
don't know, man. Beverly Hill Cop.
But-
You say 4? Beverly Hill.
4.
or
Yeah.
yeah, there's 4.
Oh my god.
3 was not good.
I
But,
had
I
no
mean, I
idea
love Eddie Murphy, but
those- I had
3
no
was not
idea there
good.
was 4 of those movies. That's nuts. 4?
Yeah.
Y'all saw Coming to America too. It's done. It's done.
Oh
Dead.
my god, I did, and me and my friend Joey quote part
That's
1
right.
of hey, hold this for me. It's the shake. We laugh at that part every fucking single time. But anyway, we quoted and quoted and quoted, so we made it a big deal, and we had like a little watch party. God damn, that was not good.
You guys regretted it immediately, didn't you?
Yeah,
Immediately.
it was like okay, you know how we built up Bill and Ted, and then we saw Bill and Ted 3, and we only laughed once,
Yeah.
and it was like on accident. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't even Bill and Ted. It was like the alien guy, the alien hitman guy that killed that person on accident.
Yeah,
we
and
were
then the
laughing.
look on the robot's face was just like,
Yeah.
Then
Only
again,
funny part of the whole movie.
we were high as fuck when we were watching it.
We were that edible was really good.
It
we
really
super
was.
annoyed Diana.
Mm.
We
We
did.
super annoyed Diana.
We did. Since we're on the topic of stand-up, would you be more excited to see him as Axel in Beverly Hills Cop or see him do a new stand-up special that's coming from Bully 9185?
Give me that stand up.
I'm down with the
Take a stand
stand-up special.
Now that
Yeah,
just
I'm
like
down
you
with that.
said, now that he's moving away from that Disney shit, and it's like it's movies for me now. I'd take a stand up special. For it.
Obviously, we can't do Mr. T fucking another guy. We can't do that material, maybe, but
I mean, why not?
I mean, you
maybe we
could.
could go at least cut. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
What's
I mean, you
stopping?
could.
What's stopping?
Like, see, I would side with Bully on this one. I would take the fucking the stand up. You know why? Because I want to know those stories from Pluto Nash, from fucking Haunted Mansion, from Dr. Dolittle. Like, I want to hear all that shit that he probably had to put up with from all the
Him
studios.
getting caught with a transvestite, like things like that would be like
Exactly.
telling the story.
Exactly.
I would pay good money just to hear Eddie Murphy tell his versions of the Rick James stories. I'd pay money to
Oh
watch.
yeah, absolutely.
If he just got on stage and told us for real that Rick James really said, fuck your couch with muddy boots, and they beat the shit out of his legs, I'd be front row. Like, yep.
I feel like he would
So fucking
if
fun.
even if he did, I feel like he would be standing on his brother's joke.
What? That's not
That makes sense.
what I said.
You're like,
There were
But look at
talented.
what I was saying too was like look at Run Tell That. That's fucking Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went crazy a little bit,
Yeah.
and he came on stage and made fun of it. And like, so I'm sure you guys all know I went crazy. And it was funny, just like when Dave Chappelle handled the like, why he didn't come back for season 3. Like when they actually make a joke out of it,
Right.
Like it's, you know,
That's
it's
what I mean.
we were wondering in the fucking first place.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, I want to know, I want to hear his story of like the bad movie choices that he took.
Yeah.
You know, like what crossed your fucking mind when you read the script of Pluto Nash?
We're never forgiving him for that.
You know, like what crossed your mind when Disney said, "Hey, we want you to be in the Haunted Mansion film"?
That shit flippity flopped.
I mean, but
big
I don't
time.
know. If Disney was to give you a script, you just say yes because you're just.
Nah,
like,
that
"I
is
can't fucking
Disney.
wait
I'm
for
saying
this."
yes to anything Disney gives me, probably.
Yeah,
But that's
dude,
what I'm saying. You know, okay, so here, what about this?
Well,
You know, what crossed your mind? Mosby
Moses.
direct deposit at.
Esteban, do you do the indie film, or do you do the Disney film that's going to get you a house for your kids?
Okay, yeah, no, and that no. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not bad mouthing his choice. His like.
You just want to hear the story of
I
behind.
want to hear the story. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
like you know what? From the get go, did you know it was going to be dog shit? Like from the get go, you know, and you still did it. You know that would be my
But then
question.
again,
You know,
he was on top of the world for a bit, so I
but
wonder
that's
if
what I mean.
if you become arrogant enough, and I say arrogant with respect because obviously he's one of the greats, but
Right.
to say, you know what, I'm good enough to make this script work.
But see, that's the
Yeah.
thing. It's like seeing his movies. Like you know, he had a conversation going, "I'm Eddie Murphy. I can make whatever movie I want to make." You know what I mean? Like I want to hear those stories.
Yeah,
You
it'll be
know,
fun.
I would rather see a new Eddie Murphy comedy special than to see fucking Beverly Hills Cop 4. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I rather would.
You know what he was good in? Tower Heist. And it was an ensemble. And
That was fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller was in it. He was in it, but it
Ben
wasn't
Stiller,
like Eddie Murphy. It was like everybody had
Yeah.
a chance to shine. Even that big girl that plays the maid, like she was in like a lot of movies at a time. Was she? No, I thought she was.
Precious.
Thank you.
Her name is
Precious. It might be
Gabourey.
Precious.
Her name is Gabourey. Her name is not
Okay.
Precious.
No, I
No.
know. I'm talking about
Precious.
okay.
I
would
she's
still call Keanu
precious
Reeves.
to us.
And also, I called that other guy Hank McCoy because that's the character I
Yes,
go by
you
first.
did. And I also should have corrected it. His name is Nicholas.
How dare you, sir?
Sorry,
You've,
Louis.
How dare
you've
you.
But it was a
insulted
good
Mighty Mosby
conversation.
today.
A mighty one. Next, Luis, or you're good?
Yeah, unless anybody has any. Wait, we segued a little bit. We were talking about Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we're good.
no, I think we're
Oh
good.
yeah, Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last thing that I wanted to say about Eddie Murphy is I get nervous with these legacy sequels.
Yeah.
Like, oh, here's a movie that was awesome in 1989. Here's a sequel to it, and it's like, like,
I said,
like,
come
or
from
You
what was
sounded
the-
very NPR there when you were saying that.
it.
This is a movie sequel from 1989. It's very very NPR of you.
when did like
No, it was in the 80s. Like no, yeah, all the Beverly Hills
Well,
Cops were in the movie. Were in the 80s.
yeah, and it was fun because it was like it was. You watch it now, it's very much an 80s film, right?
Of course,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like I can't help but compare. I loved, along with every other 90s kid out there, loved Dumb and Dumber.
Right.
And I allowed myself to get excited when Dumb and Dumber 2 was announced.
So
Mhm.
bad.
I allowed myself to get excited, and everyone's gonna come back, and I'm like, dope. This is the best. This is gonna be the best movie ever. I remember I fucking went opening night. There
Yeah.
wasn't a sign seating at the time, so I'm like waiting in line. I take my dad, who's gonna be great. Oh, that movie was such dog shit. I only saw it the one time.
Dad?
I feel like I saw it and I don't remember anything about it.
That's the thing.
I definitely saw it on a plane or some shit.
I
I'm
just
not
remember
sure.
being so disappointed with it and wanting to like it, and it was just like, oh, dude, like. But again, it's the whole legacy sequel thing. It's like
Yeah,
it worked in the 90s because it was like a 90s. It was definitely a 90s comedy.
for sure.
Like 90s was very big on slapstick. Or same with
Yeah.
like I don't think Ace Ventura would work now. Not that we can't get away with anything. It's just it's a different type of comedy. Or like
Yeah.
Mm.
same with like Chris Farley, like very fall down, like they're having a serious conversation, and then he passes out and like breaks the table, and it's like I'm fucking laughing my ass off.
Yeah, the physical comedy
would be
stuff.
hard
I don't think physical comedy is very big right now,
As big,
or as
Yeah.
big.
yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
I feel like
But,
Two, okay, so I could watch Big Daddy back to back
Right.
and laugh my ass
movie.
off. But it's harder, like if they did Big Daddy now, like I the character, I don't want to see old Jim Carrey as Lloyd. You know what I mean? It's harder because it shatters. Like I could watch Dumb and Dumber, and that's that universe, and here's where we're at.
Sure.
But when you see it now, it's kind of like, oh, and then he was in the mental institution as a big
Right.
joke for 10 years. It's like, oh no, this is no.
It's like Bill and Ted. It's
Yeah,
like
that was exactly going to be my
When
point.
he
It was
shaved,
like,
remember, it's all like,
yeah,
he
it's all
didn't even
shaved
have a
off.
John Wick. He was all,
It's weird. Shit was weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
even a goatee, man.
Look at that
And
joke.
they did in part 2, they did the freaking the time machine and then back, and he had the little fucking Johnny Depp
The Fu
bullshit.
Manchu. Yeah.
Yeah, like he should have at least had that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Luis. There's a hostile takeover of your show.
You're fine.
I
My
doubt it.
cat's just sitting like a human,
I can't. That
like,
shit is
with the
hilarious.
belly just sticking out. It's
Belly
great.
out and just licking away. Look at that chunk.
Are y'all talking shit? Did you see his face?
I know, right? Isn't the motherfucker still talking shit about me?
What's next on the docket, sir?
Stephen Yeun as Sentry, Thunderbolts movie for June 2025.
What's going on, Marvel? What happened?
Are you surprised, really, though, Mosby? Come on.
What happened? I thought they said they were turning over a new leaf.
No.
Come on, baby.
They just said that just to keep us fans quiet. That's all it is.
If I remember,
Calm the
Sentry
nerds
has, like,
down.
long
Tell them that
hair.
we're gonna go ahead
Are
and
you all
turn a new
familiar
leaf.
with who the Sentry is?
He's Marvel's version of Superman.
That's like a base. Yeah.
Is he a bad guy though?
No, I don't think so. He's part of the
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm thinking of my Marvel cards. I thought he was bad for a while.
The void.
All right.
We all get quiet.
I know we're
Yeah.
I just remember him as super tiny in Walking Dead. Like that guy looks fucking huge, bro.
He is
Okay.
super tiny in The Walking Dead.
Have y'all seen him with the blonde hair? I don't know if those mock things I saw were mock-ups or were really what he was going to be looking like with that blonde hair.
Well, Adam Warlock did it, and you wouldn't think, he's the guy. He's
Adam
the kid
Warlock looked
from
good.
the Millers, but he was he wasn't.
No,
He
that
was
kid
in The
grew
Millers.
up. You didn't see him. Did you see him in Maze Runner? He grew up already. We knew that.
Yeah.
We didn't know he was going to be looking like that though.
He had such a glow up.
There's
I was
what
like-
do they call it? The glow up. I understand.
Mega glow up. Good for him. If
Yep.
that's how he wants to look. No pressure to anybody and how they want to look.
Not at all.
It's kind of crazy because if you put him and the Gotham kid that played Joker, like they could definitely play brothers.
Oh, for sure.
Like fucking for a while, we didn't know the difference between Jake Gyllenhaal and fucking Tobey Maguire.
Oh no, we knew.
In the very beginning. In the very
No,
beginning.
we knew. No, we knew.
Come on.
They
Here
don't
we
look
go.
anything alike.
No, we knew. We know who's who.
You think
Jake-
Donnie Darko? You think
Jake
Johnny
Gyllenhaal's
man look alike?
Jake Gyllenhaal's obviously cuter. So
If you had said Topher Grace, maybe.
Oh yeah, they were talking about how he grew up all like I'm way better
Can we
looking than
take
I
a
was as a
second
kid.
here?
and just admire.
Look at that.
Look at the kid from Stand By Me, Jerry O'Connell. Like
How did Will Poulter first start looking like this guy and then turned into that?
That's it. That's his ugly swan phase, bro. Don't give him
Dude.
shit.
Look at
I'm
that.
still waiting for my glow up.
He's
It's
British.
gonna happen.
He's
No, it won't.
British. It's 'cause he's British. You know how those people can look. Yeah.
Those people, damn, it's going. What the hell's
Those
happening
British
now?
people.
Why are you picking these weird ass pictures, man? He looks like Spike he looks like Toy Story Spike right there.
Sid.
Oh shit! Oh shit! My bad, I didn't even know. Yeah,
No, he actually did dress up as Sid for Halloween one year because everyone was telling him.
definitely. See
So
that.
he actually did
That's
dress
cool.
up as him.
That's pretty fun.
Oh shit! Did you guys see that thing about Tim Allen? They're talking about fucking. Was it Toy Story 5?
Yes, and I
We
don't
talked
give
about
a
that already?
shit. I'm over
Something
it.
about Andy trying to find all his toys.
Yeah, I 4 didn't even really need to happen.
No,
I like
I stopped
3.
watching after 2, so
3 was
Three-
okay.
3 was
Like-
3 was all right.
It was okay. Like 2, I thought that was my ending to the series.
yeah, I was good.
Yeah.
then.
Then 3 happened, and it was cute the way that they turned it as like, oh, these toys used to mean something to me. Let me give them to the neighbor kid. Neighbor kid's gonna play with them now. Like, I thought that was like a sweet
Yeah.
turn. But then 4 was just very much like, okay, Woody's just gonna go off on his own adventure now. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
4 really did turn it on its ear because it's like we were all expecting because we all closed Toy Story 3 with like, oh, she's gonna take care of the toys. She does not take care of the fucking toys.
Right.
Not at all. Woody's getting fucking stepped on, his face is getting smashed in and shit. You know, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. And although 4 from an emotional standpoint, 4 was good emotionally, you know, because like that said like a final farewell. Like we all knew Woody's role in the
And then, no,
right, and that's what I'm saying. Like we all knew Woody's role in Toy Story. Like he was Andy's toy. You know, he was always supposed to be there. So then once we get to 3 and then he hands him off to another kid, we're just like, oh, okay, cool. The bond's over. Like he doesn't need him anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we see how this new chick ends up taking care of the toys and she treats him like dog shit. You're just kind of like, oh, that's okay. I kind of see that. You know what I mean? And then after when he's finally talked into like, hey, like let go, dude. Like Andy's not coming back. You know, this Bonnie chick's not taking care of you. You know, like just fucking let go. Like, you know. And he ends up running away with Bo Peep, like the one toy that he was all about. You know what I mean? Like that was a fucking bow to the entire universe. 5 does not need to fucking happen. It does not need to happen.
Bummer. Mm-mm. Yeah, we too old. I'm too old for it.
yeah.
What
I like
audience?
the
Who are
universe
they
to
trying to
stay-
appeal to? Who are they trying to appeal to?
I don't know.
It's a question.
It's
They're
a
trying to
cash
get-
grab at this point. And I think you know
Exactly.
what I think, because Tim Allen is the one spearheading all of this. He wants to wipe out Lightyear.
Mm.
Oh, really?
That's
It
my
was pretty
feeling
bad.
on it. You know, that's
What do
my
you mean,
feeling.
like kill?
No, like completely like everybody forget about
It was
the
pretty
movie
bad.
Lightyear.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Oh,
I never saw it. It wasn't good.
You know what?
Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
I disagree. Lightyear was actually pretty cool. I dug it. I dug it
Okay.
because it's like at the very beginning of the film, it tells you like, oh, you know, remember in so many words, it just kind of says Andy went to the movies and he saw a movie that changed his life forever. This is that movie. So the movie that we're watching is the same movie that Andy watched, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Which is why he becomes a massive Buzz Lightyear fan and all that other stuff. But yeah, I thought Lightyear was cool. I dug
But
it.
see, that's cool too. I'm sorry. You know, it's me. I'm the asshole. But that's cool because it doesn't touch the
Hi,
fucking.
it's
I'm
me.
here, so it's me, right?
You both,
I'm like,
you both
nobody
knew
else?
that at the same time.
Nobody else heard that?
I heard it too. I was like, oh
Hi, it's me.
my God.
I'm the problem. It's me.
I hear myself interrupt, but I just feel like if we
I love
move
it.
on, I'm gonna be like, no, let's stay in it. So I'd rather interrupt you. Sorry.
It's all right. I need to put that in there now. Every time Ash interrupts, hi, it's me.
Wait, what were you saying though? Don't tell me you forgot.
I
You
did
forgot.
forget. No, that's cool because it doesn't touch the series. Like
right.
it gave it you have your own solo thing, you have your own whatever.
For
But,
sure.
like, man, there's so many stories you could tell. Like another kid moving in that's a bully, or fucking.
No, but
It doesn't have to be Andy. You know what I mean?
no, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like I think the ship has sailed, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
if Tim Allen's still salty that they picked Chris Evans over him for Toy Story, like, come on, like get over it, bro.
That's who was Lightyear.
Yeah, that's who Lightyear was. It was Chris Evans.
Yeah.
It was.
What a kick in the
It
dick.
had the same plot twist as The Flash.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a kick in the dick. Okay,
Yeah.
I see
It
it.
had to say, I'm just gonna say that again for the record for this movie that Esteban said is so good. It had
I
to
didn't say
say-
it was so good. I
You
said it
didn't
was
say it
good.
was so good. He said
I
he had
know,
to-
right? Like, what the fuck?
He said, go
Oh
out
my
and get
God,
it
this is
right
an
now.
Oscar-worthy
Don't
Alright,
film.
this
Like,
is a
no, I
recorded
didn't say that
podcast. We
shit.
can rewind.
Play
There's
the
a
tape
poster
back.
right
Evan
behind
said
him.
it was the best movie ever made. Like,
I
Play
said it was
the tape
good.
back.
I didn't say it was
He
like the
said
best.
this movie was
Where the fuck is the progressive lady at? So we can go ahead and play back.
It's the only movie that got the Comix 100, is what he said.
Oh!
You're
It
such
had
an
the
ass.
same plot
give
as
the
The
Oscar.
Flash.
Yeah, okay. No, but okay. She's saying Mosby's saying it has the same plot as the Flash, but what came out first? Lightyear came out first. So therefore the Flash film sucks ass because they're trying to copy Lightyear.
Whoa,
So there's that.
whoa, take it easy.
There's a Flashpoint stuff in it? Oh, no. I don't. Okay.
Several.
That's so crazy, man. You spent 3 movies creating this character and blowing this character and making it something.
I'm not
You
doing
totally
it.
blew the
else
character.
take
Yeah.
No, Ash. I don't want to talk about Flash no more.
No, I was talking about
No.
Lightyear. I was talking about Lightyear.
That shit was terrible.
Well,
And everybody that was part of it.
I
No.
was talking about Lightyear.
It was at this moment he
Everybody that was
fucked
part of it. Jesus Christ.
You should
Fuck
all-
that key drip.
Get it out of here.
pulling back to what we were talking about on
Yes, sir.
Toy Story, the Toy Story 5 thing, I can see the appeal as a studio because they're thinking, hey, the people that, yeah, it's all money. Exactly, Ash.
Yeah.
Because the people
Hey.
that saw,
Esteban, add a cha-ching noise to your sound.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Yeah, that'll
Aye, aye,
work.
Captain.
the people that saw the original Toy Story, when did Toy Story 1 premiere? 97?
94.
94.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
nice.
shit.
Jeez.
So, a lot of those people that enjoyed it have kids now. So when Toy Story 5 comes out, there are kids that are going to want to see it because it's the next Disney. There are the adults that want to see it, that want to take the kids. And it's like they create this kind of self-feeding thing, which is just
Yeah.
marketing genius because earlier today I saw the new Trolls movie. So my
Okay.
wife is a big Justin Timberlake fan. And so they were they recorded a new NSYNC song specifically for that movie.
Right.
They tried.
And they had a lot of fun with
Everybody
it.
gets a little bit of that.
Oh yeah. Because like Justin Timberlake had creative control of the music in the movie,
Uh-huh.
and they do like a lot of covers of all these different like boy bands. So it was a very much a love note to the boy band genre. And so like to hear Justin Timberlake singing New Kids on the Block, then transitions to a Backstreet Boys song, that transitions into an NSYNC song, which then transitions into a Justin Timberlake song, like, and it was all within a 1 minute whatever, and it's all these different hooks, and then it
I
moves
think
on.
you're doing the right motion. You're definitely doing the right motion.
It's going all the like. It was such a fun thing to listen to.
So fun.
Of, like, and they don't take themselves too seriously, and you hear a
Right,
lot of
that's cool.
kids. Right, as she's doing the double cocks, I'm saying kids.
There's a lot of kids.
You hear kids like laughing at the normal like physical comedy stuff. Like you'll see a troll fall down and trip, and kids laugh. But then they make a statement such as like, "Oh, when we were singing, we weren't in sync, so now we have to go walk back through the back streets." And it's like, "Oh, puns. That's cute."
That's
And so then, and you hear the adults laugh on that. And then like you'll see like, or another band comes up, is, "Oh, these are the new kids on the block." Like I never heard of that. And it's like they constantly were throwing things as, "Oh, there's only one direction we can go, guys. We have to do that." Like they just kept doing it. And so like me and Dana were like, like we're with all the only ones there with no kids. Like when we're just enjoying ourselves.
Into the
and that brings me back
RDJ
to-
eye roll.
Yes. This brings me back to what we were talking about Toy Story 5. It's like it makes sense because it's like there are the parents that are going to enjoy it because it's what I grew up with. Let me show you what I grew up with when I was a kid.
Which is what We did. We showed Esteban's kids the 80s, 90s Ninja Turtles, but they have their own Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
They quote every scene, they quote every, like everything. And we're, our fucking Usagi Yojimbo, like our Ninja Turtles is this, and their Ninja Turtles is
Ninja Turtles again.
yeah.
That shit's fun.
So crazy. Like, okay,
so
no.
good.
We had them watch it and they like that looks like the guy that's kind of my guy, but it's not my guy. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, man, you gotta have your thing.
Yeah. Okay, next item on the docket, sir.
We have Tom Hardy resuming filming for Venom 3, November 2024. Oh shit, I didn't know it was gonna be this year. No.
That's next year.
Sorry, next year.
Yikes.
What are you guys seeing? Okay, next week you are the note lady. I'm gonna be on you. That doesn't sound right.
You can try.
Go on, Louis.
You can certainly try. Oh, we're talking about Venom. Venom. That song? Oh man, I was saying earlier today. I wonder if they're gonna use the Craven movie to finally connect the universes up, because anybody playing the new Spider-Man game knows that you get to see these two. You get to see them both in this Spider-Man game.
Oh, good. It's so fucking good.
I wonder if, I finally started playing it. I wonder if they're.
You take me home?
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be not great. This is Sony that we're talking about. So.
That's true. It is Sony.
Well, hopefully.
But I'm wondering if, like, when Craven flops and this flops, then what happens?
Well, there's the talk of, is it Spider-Man 3 that's gonna meld the universe?
Four.
What's movie 4? All right.
Four.
Hopefully that's not gonna count. Like, oh, that didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. These are the things that work.
There it is.
Cha-ching.
Sorry, you said Spider-Man 4, and all I heard was.
They're gonna that's the reason they got fucking child Tom Holland, because they're gonna fucking milk that kid till he's out.
He gotta
that sounded way worse than I mentioned.
Damn, I mean, we all heard it. You could have said pause.
I didn't read it like that. I just anybody passing by right now is like, what the fuck? I don't want to be a red dot. No red dots. Anyway, but yeah, no, but that's the reason. And then the whole Zendaya, come on, man. They're gonna be in it till they're
say her name again.
30s.
What's her name? Huh? What's her name again?
Zendaya.
No, Zendaya.
That was better. I heard
Zendaya. Yeah, I heard it the first time.
Zendaya. I was like, who's that?
Zendaya.
You gave her a Spanish accent. I thought it was
soft J, like Yagi.
Zendaya.
Zendaya.
Damn, that's how far you guys are going with it, huh? Fuck.
You can't be going for a minute.
Venom. Let you read. So yeah, hopefully Venom 3 is good. I don't know what they're gonna implement. They kind of fucking already did Carnage. I don't really know what they're gonna go into.
Carnage.
I would kind of like it to be with the symbiote in that world. I'm kind of hoping it goes into the fucking Tom Holland world.
That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting them all to connect, and I was assuming that maybe they could use Craven in this next Spider-Man movie to connect it all back up, because that's what the game is right now.
Well, that was the original plan, which is why at the end of No Way Home, how he got the classic suit. It was because the idea behind it was, when everyone forgets who Peter Parker is, they're going to be like, let's starting this over so that it's not weird that he doesn't interact with all the Marvel Studios people. Like, it was just, but then Marvel was like, hey, you know what? Let's do one more. So they're still gonna do one more film, and then he's gonna come back to Sony. But
y'all know Morbius is still flying around in that universe.
Fucking Morbius.
He coming too. Y'all know he coming too, right?
Which one of y'all? Morbius. What have you guys saw?
Morbius. Oh, that's so funny.
They gotta let him in.
Somebody saw
Morbius.
Which one of
us?
Can I
ask a question?
Yeah.
What if?
I knew one of us watched it.
Sorry.
Why are you shy? I said, who watched it?
You said-
You heard me ask it 5
Morbius?
times.
I said Morbius. It's got Morbius.
Oh, yikes.
Brrr.
Is that how it went?
You remember-
Yeah, that's how he flew. Like he fucking like purred
You
as he
remember-
flew.
You remember that weird
Wow.
in Interview with a Vampire?
Yeah.
That weird when they did that little effect when it was like brrr. That's what the whole movie was. That. Brrr.
What?
I was thinking of
Oh
what if
my
the storyline was because the symbiote, a piece of the symbiote always stays within you. Venom can't kill Peter Parker because a piece of the symbiote is in him. So he will never kill somebody he can overtake. That'd be a cool storyline, right? Like that's the only reason I won't kill you is because I'd be killing myself, a piece of
I
myself.
mean, Eddie Brock
Come
is like
on.
Eddie Brock
No,
is
okay.
his own Avengers team at a point. So I mean,
But I'm just saying for storyline
we're
purposes.
bringing in
So
Thunderbolts, then we're gonna get Red Hulk, and then we get yeah. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
oh, John Hurt is dead.
He is.
Fucking Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford now. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a one and done for sure.
And how? I'm like, how? There's so much more Ross that you need for the rest of the universe. I don't.
It will definitely be a scene that he does not want to be there for.
I don't know.
Whenever you have that light off, Stefan, it looks creepy, bro. We have the last topic.
Esteban, he can't live. He can't live in his little house no more.
That's wonderful.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what? Like fucking. Oh.
Five Nights at
Oh.
Freddy's ass. Look at you.
Yeah. My bad. I
Yeah.
still have the clicker. Click, click.
I'm just nervous. It's okay.
Yeah. I have the clapper.
What is the final item on the docket,
The
sir?
final thing is Ted's on the Ted Peacock show.
The Ted.
It should be 7 episodes. I know. If I make fun of you, you got to get me back. You always have to. January 2024. It's the prequel to the movies. It takes
Ted
place
like
in
the teddy bear?
Ted like teddy
Yeah.
bear.
The Seth
Wow.
MacFarlane teddy bear? Yeah.
People still give it no, impossible. No way anybody asked to see that.
Wait,
No
you
way.
didn't like Ted?
Oh, the first one was hilarious.
The
Yeah,
first one was good. The second
Yeah.
one,
exactly. That was like, there's no way people were like, you know what, we need more Ted content immediately.
I can't stand when the first one is I have to change myself. I have to get this girl, and the next one they're like,
we broke
like
up.
Karate Kid Part 1 and 2. Like
It broke up. All
got
that
my ass
work.
beat every day for this fucking girl. Every day I got my ass beat, and the second one was like, oh, new chick.
New
She's
chick,
fucking a football player.
all good.
Really? Like that's how we're gonna write this?
On a good time. I was like,
I
okay.
hate those movies.
What was
Like,
the whole point?
yeah, exactly.
Don't
At least
see
give
the
us the breakup, give us something, or she's out of town dancing, whatever the fuck.
Out of town dancing.
don't
That's a different movie. You blending movies.
kill don't kill the fucking storyline. The fucking, I heard it. The fucking storyline. I'm doing accents now, Luis.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Well, no, I mean, I'm down. I think it's a 7-episode run, and it's coming out in January on Peacock. And it's taking place in the 90s when Ted and his kid Mark Wahlberg wasn't like a full adult. He was like a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see the shenanigans. I'm down.
Just a bunch of like,
Yeah,
weed
like maybe that's how they come up with fucking Thunder Buddies. Like, that could be cool.
There
Yeah.
it is.
It is.
Mosey,
So-
not down at all, huh?
I mean, it might be funnier than I think. Maybe it'll be funny.
You know what? I did say this about Futurama, and Futurama's the reboot or
Yeah.
the continuation
Yeah.
didn't even happen. Like
It's
I've
not-
tapped out
it's not
after the
good.
third episode. It's
Yeah.
not good. No, the
It's
first
not
episode was funny because they
Yeah.
acknowledged that, hey, this didn't need to happen, but we're doing it. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you're poking fun at yourself. But then once it went away from that into
Yeah.
let's actually do what the show is going to be about, it's like, oh wow, I don't care. Like, it's kind of a bummer. Like I
Yeah.
will throw it on, but I'm not engaged. Like if I put it on, my phone's immediately coming up and I'm playing games on my phone.
It's like when you're watching Simpsons or Bob's Burgers or that Family Guy, that Sunday night lineup, and you're like, I'm all caught up on everything else. What else does Hulu have? And so you put on the latest Simpsons and shit. You don't care. It's just like it's something to watch.
Sure.
It's something to watch.
Yeah.
So that's
I
I
like
guess
watching-
this would be. Something like this would be. I know the character, I know the lore, so it's something to watch when I'm done with everything else I might possibly be interested
That's fair.
in.
What were you say, Ash?
Why is Esteban so creepy?
I don't know, man. And then it's in the dark. I don't know.
It's just glasses. That's all you see is there we go.
His glasses. He can't see without his glasses. I don't know. I liked
Ash
again.
asked for clips, so I'm just trying to get clips, man.
Oh, we'll stop bothering. Sorry.
Ted. Yeah. It's gonna be. Hopefully, it's gonna be funny. Cleveland show didn't work out, so hopefully this does.
My name is Cleveland Brown, right? Right back in my new town with my new fat butt.
Oh shit!
I watched Cleveland show.
Yeah,
Kanye West on there. That shit was funny. I don't know. Donna and them had me
yeah, I don't know why I didn't.
laugh. Made me laugh. I genuinely laughed at several episodes of the Cleveland show. Rollo, my man Rollo.
Oh yeah, Rollo was dope.
Rollo was great. I like it. Yeah.
All right, real quick before we sign off the episode, Esteban.
Yes.
This is what I was thinking. Earlier when you had the lights off and I could just see glasses, I'm like, that's motherfucking Elijah Wood right there in Sin City.
That's Sin City too, huh?
Oh my god.
No, that's the first one.
Sin City. Yeah, it's the first one.
It's the first
Love you,
one.
buddy.
I love you too, man.
I didn't even interrupt. Hey, it's got to be less than 5 seconds, or we got to do a copyright.
Oh my god! All right, I'll edit it.
God.
Oh my god!
But that does take us down to the last of our items to talk about. So I wanted to say thank you,
broken.
Everyone. Thank you for tuning in, listening, Bully commenting, and then another person that commented something weird that I won't shout out.
What?
Yeah, you know what? I saw that one too. I'm like,
It's like a spam bot. I didn't realize that was a thing.
I'm not acknowledging that one.
No, I'm glad you didn't. I'm like, please don't shout this one out.
No, not at all. Not at all. No, fuck that.
Wow, that even happens here?
Yeah.
What a weirdo.
Thank you for listening in. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, comment, do all the things, and we will share and shout you out on the next episode. But with that, again, we are Comix. We are everywhere. Thank you for listening.
Oh, I'll see you guys at Fan Expo tomorrow. If anybody in SF will be at Fan Expo tomorrow, you'll see me there. Stop by and get a card. We have really cute business cards now. I'm going to show them off all the time. Oh, I got the wrong box. Never mind. You'll see them tomorrow.
What was in that box?
What's in the box?
It was these. There we go. With the QR code. Yay.
Fan Expo.
I was about to say, Mose, what's in the box? Jesus.
What's in the box? Jesus. My bad.
Yeah, Mose will be doing her cosplay craziness over at the expo.
Cosplay
So say hi to her. Get a card. Take a photo with her. Tag us.
That'd be cool.
That actually would be cool. Yes,
Pretty
actually,
cool.
that's a great idea, Luis. Anybody that's going to be going to Fan Expo, if you guys spot Mosby and you get a business card, take a picture with Mose, post it on your Instagram, Facebook.
We will put it up on our Instagram.
And we'll put it up. We'll go through. It'll be a whole episode of just showing off pictures.
Woo! It'll be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fucking dope.
It'll be great.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Right.
Or morning.
It's weird not working tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Saturday.
Tomorrow's Saturday.